Hi there, it's Catherine. Yet another weekly vlog, and it's been a exceptionally lovely weekend. We supposedly were having a heat wave here in New England. They declared a heat emergency, but I have to say that I was out on the deck yesterday, and it was beautiful. It was hot, but it was living on a lake. Have you know that I live on a lake? I've been talking about it nonstop for months. Uh, but there's a wonderful breeze that comes for the most part. And today I'm the ladies are joking and laughing with me, but thank God for humor and saying, oh, I'm writing a book. Yeah, I'm writing a book. So I've been working on the book, but I've also been, hi, Julie. I've also been, we had our wisdom circle today. And it was fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And I want to share about it with you. But let me start with a meetup we had yesterday. So we had a meetup. I'm a storyteller. I tell you that because everything, and I'm a professor and I love to talk. So everything has a lot to it. So I was talking about the meetup. So we obviously were very confined during the pandemic. And so many of us set up wonderful friendships online. And then when the pandemic was over, we wanted to meet face to face. And so we started in June, a couple years ago, having meetups local. Somebody would didn't necessarily have to be a staff person. And though some of them were, um, they'd set up a meetup and then we just invited people. But of course, it was people who were local. Julie Stewart had one in North Carolina. She was working with Tamara, who does our podcasts. Um, so they did one, and Mary did one in Oklahoma City. I think it was Oklahoma. I know it's in Oklahoma. I think it was Oklahoma City. So the ones that I had done over the past couple of years, I was living in Cambridge, Somerville area, and Boston. So was, at a Panera, and they were fabulous. We got together the first year we were down the basement. The second year we were out on the sidewalk. They had a sidewalk cafe. We took over a few umbrellas. There were quite a few of us by the second year. And it was fabulous. Well, then when it came time, to do them again, I was wondering because I don't have, first of all, I'm not driving. Second of all, I don't know where Panera Bread is here. I could find out, but I wasn't that intent on it. Uh, then someone said, well, why don't you have them come to your place? I thought, you know, I live in the boonies, so to speak. Not really. I'm like less than 5 minutes from the main highways, but it feels like the boonies because I have this little house on a lake with a deck. And so I invited people, and it was fabulous. Three people came, three lipedema ladies, and it was beyond wonderful. It was, it's something that I've noticed about us when we get together. There's hardly ever a lag in the conversation. We just are able to talk about relevant things to each other. So that's what it was like for several hours. And Jean Marie is my assistant. She's been helping me. She helps, driving and other things. So she came because my mobility is so limited now, and help prepare the food, which was simple. It was chicken and salad, and someone brought keto desserts. Oh my God. I've never seen desserts look so good. I didn't eat any, by the way. I'm just putting that in. I do have a couple in the freezer waiting for me for the right time. So anyway, it was just fabulous. In fact, it was so great that I said, well, why don't we do this more often? At least during the summer. We can pick a date in July, we can pick a date in August. And what I realized is that I want to open that up. It's like to have a Sunday tea. Sunday, this was Saturday. So we'll see. Let me know what works better for people, Saturday or Sunday. I'll do a ask. Um, and what it is just come and hang out. I'll provide lunch. We'll have time to just schmooze together face to face. And I'm going to start doing it if people are interested in it. Um, Now, I know Julie's in North Carolina. As I'm looking at who's here, Julie's in North Carolina. Jenny's in the Isle of Wight in the UK. Julie's in California. Like, none of you would be able to come. But for those of you who are more local, literally to Boston, to Cambridge, to Massachusetts, except one woman did drive in from New Hampshire, which I was really impressed with. So we tend to be small circles in numbers, but boy, are we impactful. And that's the thing that I hold on to all the time about who we are and what we do. So, so I wanted to share that with you because it's really a wow, what a ride around lipedema, which is what I've been really looking at. Lipedema, but the wow, what a ride. So I just want to do another wow, what a ride. Is that I had my monthly appointment with Dr. Perry Nicholson. I talk about him now and again. He is in New Jersey. It's a all day event to go down and see him for an hour session because it takes 4 hours each way to drive. So usually we leave here at early in the morning, like 7:30, have a session with him, then turn around and come home and get home by 7:30. I think we got home at 6:30 this time. But what an impact his work has on my lymphatic system. He really understands the lymphatics from his own personal experience in working with his lymphatic system. Hi, Marilee. Pacific Northwest, cloudy and 65. And Sue in Pennsylvania. Welcome, welcome. Dr. Perry, he's a chiropractor and he's also done amazing work around the lymphatic system and is very knowledgeable about osteopathy. Oh, Sue says, how close are you to Brandeis? Not far. When I was living in Somerville, Cambridge, it was like a half hour away. Now it's a lot longer because I'm more in the boonies in Massachusetts. I say that, but it's really not true. When I say it's not true, I'm close to the highway. I mean, I'm 10 minutes from the highway. No, 5 to 10 minutes from the highway. But I'm in a very remote little location, which is what I love. Anyway, yeah, doable. Yeah, Sue says doable. Are you coming? Oh, Sue, if you're coming, let me know. Come to my house and have tea. Uh, that's really true for anyone. If anyone is in the area, always feel free to reach out to me and come and have tea. If the weather is good, we can sit on the deck. If the weather isn't good, we can sit here where I'm sitting, where I'm looking out at the lake, and it's still beautiful. And I have lots of tea. One of the ladies brought me a box of tea from the UK. I love tea from the UK. In fact, I think I might have a cup of it right after this. She brought me, I love English breakfast and Earl Grey. And she brought something called Empress Grey, which I've never had. So anyway, you can see the sun. You can see the sun coming out. Anyway, I talked about Dr. Perry. I want to talk about the wisdom circles. So the wisdom circle is we've been doing it for quite a while. It's women from the community who we talk about different projects and different ways to raise awareness, to support one another. And so we keep moving forward. So far, we, the community, um, small group within the community based on input and feedback and from the community. Um, Something called Emmy's Box of Hope, which is all kinds of information about lipedema. So we're in the process of doing that. You are always welcome to join us. If you want, you can always reach out at support@lipedema-simplified.org. And we meet the last Sunday of the month, which this is. I think this is. Is this the last Sunday of the month? Or maybe it's the fourth Sunday of the month. I don't remember. This is part of my aging process. Let me look at this. 1, 2. I think we meet the fourth Sunday of the month. Most months, there are 4 Sundays. And occasional months, there are 5 Sundays. So there happens to be 5 Sundays in June, but we met today. Okay. Was the Empress Gray from Marks and Spencer or Twinings? I'll have to let you know, Jenny. Oh, Anne Marie says she loves those teas too. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to make a cup of tea and then come back because we're going to have what we're calling it evolution. We're looking at the evolution of tribe. We're looking at what's important in community. What do people want? What can we do to move forward? We've actually made some changes already in the community. It's already grown and expanded. And this is just meeting a few weeks. And we're going to keep meeting for probably at least another month or so. I'm not going to keep it going on forever because if we go on forever, it goes on forever. We want to get actionable and stuff done. So give me a second and I'm going to put the link. Oops, that didn't work. Uh-oh, that didn't work either. Give me a second. Huh. Not only didn't it work, okay, let's see if this works now. This might work now. For those of you who have been coming, you got an email. But here is the Zoom link and the Zoom passcode. So feel free to join us. We're going to be meeting at 5:30. I'm going to sign off for today so I can go make a cup of tea. I love you all. Thank you for showing up. If you ever have any questions or anything we can help with, let me know. And I will see you next week. Actually, I know I'll see you sooner because we got all kinds of things. Oh, I forgot. The compression webinar was such a hit. It led me to believe and to notice how many questions there are about compression. So I talked to Ala Hardoon, who's an expert in compression, and she is going to come back on July 10th. Mark that date. Next week, I'll give you the link and it'll go out in email. But July 10th, she's going to do another extended webinar on compression. It's so important as I wear my compression much more than I ever have around the house. and I'm very grateful for it. So we also have, Dr. Larson is coming in on the 27th, this Friday. Dr. Larson is coming. He is a surgeon in California. He spoke at our last conference, at our last event, and was incredibly helpful. So we asked him to come back, and so he's going to be giving a webinar on the 27th. I think, oh no, and then there's one more thing. This is a kickback. Bring a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or a Diet Coke, whatever you prefer, a mocktail or cocktail. Siobhan and Leslin and I are going to do a fireside chat this week on Wednesday, which is the 25th. I think it's at 6 or 7. Let me look. It'll just take me a minute to look and see what the time is on it. Yep, fireside chat. And it's really an opportunity to ask questions, to chat. It's good. So come. There'll be an email going out. There's no charge. There's just a time and a place, and ask any questions that you want. Dr. Larson on Friday is at 1 p.m. Eastern time. He's on the West Coast. So that's 1, 12, 10. No, 12, 11, 10. So that's 10 a.m. Pacific time. He's in, I want to say Newport Beach, but he's in the LA area, California, LA area. He's impressive. I was very impressed with him. So, yep, that's it. See you next week, or I'll see you much sooner. I'm going to go get a cup of tea.